Hello guys, and welcome back to Fusion 360 video tutorial. This is video tutorial number 3. So we've gone and done structures and wheels now up to this point. So if you did not finish the wheel assignment, sorry, we're going to move forward. So we got our Vex projects I'm going to move into here. And so activity 2, if you didn't finish it up, I actually submitted that to Schoology. So if you don't have it, you can go to your Computer Integrated Manufacturing or Principles of Engineering class and find it right at the bottom down here. So you click on there to download it. And then once you have it downloaded, you go up to here, you push upload, select the file, go to your downloads, and then open it up and then upload that to Fusion. So in my case, I'm not going to because I already have it here. Now if this space becomes overloaded, with like a bunch of parts, because I know it will, you'll have a bunch of parts that come along with those with these activities. So what you can do is you can actually do the click and then shift click again, and you can actually right click and move all of those inside your Vex component and get them all out of the way if you want them to be that way. Me, I'm going to leave mine out here like this because it's nice and neat. The activities are out here and then the components are all in this folder, right? So, cool. Anyways, to dive into what you guys have. Initially, you don't have any of this stuff. You don't have the bearing flat, you don't have the shaft, you don't have the bearing flat on the other side. You don't have any of this down here. You just have the wheels and the bearing flats and stuff. So, this gives you a sneak peek as to what I'm expecting you guys to do for the whole entire activity to be completed. This one's going to be a long one because you have two sets of gears here. Well, a single set of gear here. Gears, and then a single set of gears up here as well. Now the gear ratios will be flipped. So down here on the bottom you want the small gear on this shaft and then the bigger gear on this shaft. And so what that means and why I'm teaching you gears in the first place is because gear ratios help you convert torque into speed or speed into torque or vice versa. So for down here, if I rotate this shaft, so if I click and drag on this shaft here, sorry, they're popping that up there. If I click and rotate this, you can see that it rotates the wheel down here. So, and now how I set this up, I actually did a motion link. So I'll show you guys how to do that at the end. So the motion link says that every time that this shaft up here rotates one time, this rotates almost twice as much. The math behind it is pretty straight simple, right? So you have your teeth input, divided by teeth output. So the number of teeth on this one, these are 60 teeth gear divided by 36 teeth gear here. So if I look at that math, well, not this one, sorry about this. So I have 60 divided by 36 equals about almost 2, which, if we round this up, it'd be 2, but it's 1.66. So really it's like, what is that fraction? 12, 5/3. So it's really 5/3. So 5 divided by 3 times. So if this rotates 3 times, this rotates 5 times. That's pretty much what that means. So if you look closely, if I rotate this, if I try to rotate this one time, yeah, that bottom one rotates 1.66 times. So now this one up top, obviously, when we're going to put the smaller gear on the shaft up here, or the bigger gear on this shaft up here, and then the smaller one on this one down here, you're going to get the exact opposite. So it'll be, instead of 60 divided by 36, it'll be 36 divided by 60, which in that case is about 3/5. So to dive into it though, so to get you guys started, up here, all I've done is inserted a bearing flat and a bearing flat on the backside and a shaft. Same exact parts as we already have. So if you want to drag and drop those parts in, feel free to do that. Personally, I like to just click on these, copy, and then paste them, right click and paste them in, and get duplicates. Nothing new there. So I have a joint here. I'll delete that real quick just to keep you up to date on this. So I'll show you guys where and how to joint these bearing flats so that they're in the right spots. So to dive into it, let's go. Capture position. I'm going to go in and I'm going to choose, bad angle there, sorry about that. No, it's a little slow today, sorry about this guys. So I'm going to choose this back one here, and I want this center hole to be 3 away from this. So I'm going to put this one right there. Boom. So how this is going to work is if I look at it from the side view here, I'm going to bring this down, negative 2.35 like always, hit enter. So there should be a gap between your two bearing flats. So this center one is here. So between the two center rings, you have 1, 2, 3 between those. So then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the back side here real quick. So get you guys all set up here real quick. So I'm going to do joint. Come on. There, that back one. Alright, so again, I need it to be 1, 2, 3, and then this fourth one here. Come on. Boom. Click on this guy, drag it down, 0.235, negative 0.23, or negative 2.35, Jesus. And there we go. And now last but not least, the shaft, which no news here. This is same exact thing as we've done for the wheels, so video tutorial 2. So if you weren't there, this will kind of help you guys out. So I'm going to click the end of that and click the end of this guy here. Make sure I swap this over to Revolute and then drag this guy out, negative 5.5. And then hit enter. So now this is a nice rotating shaft here. Not bad. Cool, cool, cool. And now for the fun part. All right, so I'm going to go up to, since you guys don't have any gears, I already have some gears here. So again, it'll say 60 teeth and 36 teeth. What I'm going to do is go up to the magnifying glass. I'm going to grab my gears. So gear. And I have my 60 tooth gear and my 36 tooth gear right here. As you can see, I have a bunch of other gears as well, but I'm just going to choose these guys. So you can just drag these guys out. There's one there. And hit enter. And while I'm here, might as well grab the second. Drag that one even further out. Hit enter. How many gears on the bottom do I have there? Just 2? Okay, cool, cool, cool. Didn't know if I had surplus. And then I'm going to hit X on this because I don't really need that. I like to maximize my workspace. As you can see, we're getting up there in parts. That's okay. If it gets down to it, we could actually make folders and tuck everything away, making like them into like, you know, parts, activities. But the list isn't too long yet. Anyways, to do this, it's actually really simple. Like gears are actually not bad. Gears, sprockets, and wheels, they're not too bad. I kind of like them. So capture position on this and click there. And again, I want the big one on the same shaft as my wheel. So I'm going to zoom in and I want the shaft, not the shaft collar. There you go. Click there. Let me zoom out. Let me see real quick. Okay, turn that Revolute off. Don't need that because it's going to be rigid because the only thing that rotates is the shaft. Your thing doesn't rotate. Your gear doesn't rotate unless your shaft rotates. Let me see real quick. Zoom out. Which side did I put my gears on? Oh, this side. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So I'm going to drag this through. And I think the number is negative 22. Not positive. Let me click on the left side here. Let me zoom in. Yeah, there you go. So if you click the end of your shaft here, it should be negative 22 in. That's good. I'm going to hit enter. And then, last but not least, I got to find my 36 tooth gear. There he is. Joint. Now this is what's weird. I think these numbers are the same numbers. Like the shafts are the same shafts and bearing flats are the same bearing flats as the ones above, but I think the math doesn't really quite add up here. I'm not sure why. So let me see this. This is going to be, I'm going to try negative 22. Oh, shoot. Did it actually work? Last time it didn't. Oh, shoot, it did. Okay, so negative 22 again. Nice, not bad. Cool, cool, cool. And make sure it's rigid. And there we go. Now, finalizing this real quick. Let me make sure, one sec. Where did I put a shaft collar on the back side, but not on the front. Okay, by the wheel. Okay. So then I'm going to do a nice little shaft collar. Shaft collar, right click, copy, right click, paste. Where is it pasting from? Over here. I'm going to drag this up, hit enter. Where'd you go? Join this guy. Come on. have to be join. There it is. I'm going to join this guy up to this little guy up here. And unfortunately, I don't think... Okay, where am I at here? Jesus, I hate how slow these computers can be sometimes, guys. I apologize. Ugh. Oh man, that would have been really bad if that crashed right there. Whew. Alright. Because yeah, we're about 10 minutes in. Alright. So, I don't want it to be in the bearing flat there, so... let's see, 2? Nope, wrong way. -2. -1? Oh, that's -41, my bad. -1? 0.5? Yeah, okay, -1.5. Beautiful. Alright, so there you go. That's actually not too bad. So if I rotate this shaft... Cool, it looks like we're done, right? Oh, yeah, except... Ah, no. This isn't rotating that. Oh, why is that? Oh, this is why. So, as you can see, we have a rotational joint here, and we have a rotational joint up here. I don't know if you guys can see those. They have a little circle in the arms that come off of them. They're like your joints. If you can't see those, you might have your joint folder turned off. See how those kind of appear and disappear if you have that off and on. So it's important that you see it. Now, here's how we make this and this rotate at the same time. You go up to Assemble, and you go Motion Link. This is really cool. Capture position, and it says, all right, so I'm looking for joints. Well, I would like to make this rotate, and I'd like to make this rotate. Oh, shoot. Now, this is where the tricky part comes in, right? So I need to watch these wheels rotate, right? All right. Now, if you think about it, do gears interlocking, do they rotate in this same exact direction? So if this rotates clockwise, does this rotate clockwise? No. This should be rotating the opposite direction as this. And as it looks here, this is rotating clockwise, where this is rotating counterclockwise. So yeah, if they're flipped, or if they're moving the same direction, that's incorrect, and all you have to do is just push reverse. See how they're now one's rotating clockwise while this one's rotating clockwise? That's wrong. We don't want that. So we want it to be like the way it was. Now, here's the second part. So this joint is revolutionary 20, revolutionary 40. So the smaller number means that you made this joint, this is your 20th joint. That's a lot, Jesus. So this is the one that I selected first. So this, it represents how much this is going to rotate versus this one. These numbers should not be the same. The reason why is because when this rotates one time, this does not rotate one time. When this one rotates one time, this actually rotates 1.66 times. So to do this, to calculate this out, I'm just going to bust out a calculator real quick. So I'm going to go to my calculator here. So if you take 360 and rotate that actually, we'll do this. We'll do this right. We'll actually use the full fraction real quick. So let me clear this out real quick. How do I do this? Clear. Yeah, there we go. Clear. All right. So I do 360 times. Where's my parentheses at? So it's times 5 divided by 3. The reason why I get that fraction, look at that. Boom. Equals 600. So 360. Yeah, the reason why I do 5 divided by 3 is it's 60 divided by 36, because there's a number of teeth on there. So it's 60 divided by 36. Boom. Gives you that. So 360 times this fraction, or 1.66, gives you 600. Meaning this has to be 600 degrees then. Boom. So 360, 600. So this axle rotates 600 times when this rotates 360. And then hit OK. Now, if I rotate this one time, so let me see if I can rotate this. Yeah, notice how this one rotates partially. It's kind of slow, right? So that makes sense. All right, and that's how they linked. Now you do the exact opposite down here. So again, the math for this one, if you do it actually right, I mean, like if you actually, that's funny. This looks exactly like it is down here. So actually, if you do this top one as your first joint and then this is your second joint, you can actually keep it 600. If not, this is what you've got to do. You've got to do 360 times parentheses 3 divided by 5, and then parentheses, and then hit enter. So it's 216 for the bottom one, if you do it vice versa. So, in any case, we're up to 15 minutes. So this is the full completed project. So after you get to this part, obviously you want to go to File, Save As, and then save this as Activity 3, Gears. And then not save it in your Vex Components folder, but actually save it in your just your Vex Projects folder. That way it's not saved within all that other crap. Then push save. And there you go. Call me over to let me see it if I didn't walk around and already check it, and give you guys your points for the day. This should take you a pretty long while. But thank you guys for watching, and yeah, see you next time for Sprockets. Should be fun.